If you are the type of person where your credit card stays maxed out, your money's kind of funny, your money ain't right, you gotta be more willing to change the type of person you are. You've got to be more willing to change the type of person you are in order to really succeed in your personal finance. Now, when I was a kid, I understood very well that in order to succeed in life, you have to make sacrifices. In order to succeed in your life, you have to make sacrifices. You know, I'm trying to be like one of the best to ever do it. I'm trying to be like one of the best to ever do life. Most annoying shit ever is when you got someone sitting back and complaining that things won't change for them. You gotta make it change. You need to either proactively make the change, say your fucking prayers, take your fucking vitamins, and you gotta make the change. I think it's very important that we as a community of people understand that the most important thing in life is money. One of the top 5 most important things in life is money. Quality of life ain't it. I can tell you that much because I know that life after death exists. A lot of people don't know that. So you got to become more educated on personal finance and what it takes to properly invest your money. If I can make a humble suggestion, a not so humble suggestion, do not try to invest your money in the stock market if you only have like 50 grand or something. That's bullshit money. That's bullshit money. Yeah, if you do that for your whole life, you'll leave behind a legacy. And if legacy is your thing, if that's what you want to do, because everyone in life ought to be proud of something. Everyone in life ought to be proud, have something to be proud of. So if legacy is your thing, or if quality of life is your thing, my pride comes in the fact that it's a good life. I don't even know what I want anymore. Ever since I made a whole bunch of money, I don't even know what I want anymore. To me, it is complete insanity to think that money's the only thing that matters in life. But, again, that same mentality got me to this point. So, yes, it's insane a little bit, but it's perfectly reasonable to think that money, if you're 20 years old, if you have no college education, nothing like that, it's perfectly reasonable to suggest that maybe you need to fix your money really quickly. especially if you're like 30, you know, yeah, you got to get college. Everyone needs to go to college and then decide what you want to do after that. There's plenty of different college majors you could go for. There's plenty of different college majors you could go for. If business is your thing, if that's your passion, go to school for business. Become a manager and learn your trade basically as you go along. You know, and that's what I would do if I could go back and be in college. I wouldn't have dropped out. Or rather, if I was in the same position today, like given the outcome, I wouldn't have changed anything. Right. Given the outcome, I wouldn't have changed anything. But understanding that you got to have people who work and you have to have people then who own businesses. I'm born in a generation with the internet and stuff. And I'm born in a generation with the internet and stuff. So it's kind of hard to say like, oh, you know, I'm just not gonna start my own business. I'm just gonna be a regular motherfucker like the rest of the motherfuckers. No, you know, that doesn't hold up in the court of decision making and shaping your destiny. Because that's what it's really all about. It's all about making the right choices and then shaping your destiny all by yourself from there. It's what it's really all about. You know. So, yeah, get smart. Learn how to invest money. Learn how to invest small amounts of money and make it compound and grow. Because if you don't have investments, you're a big dummy. Because that money's just going to be sitting in the bank with no rhyme or reason or goal attached to it. You're just going to go spend it on bullshit. You know, so I encourage you guys. They've been taking your guys' money for generations. They've been taking your guys' money for generations. The whole healthcare system is designed to drain your bank account before you die. When you're dying anyways, the doctor's going to tell you, oh, you need to do this. You have to do this. Blah, 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 blah. It's all fucking bullshit. Don't listen to any doctor saying that you need to get some crazy procedures, surgeries. Understand that that's the way the system is designed. That's the way the system works. They don't want you to have generational wealth. Old money does not want any competition in anyone else creating more generational wealth. You know, but also realize that divine spark does exist within everything. And I'm not saying God is the fucking bad guy. God is definitely not the fucking bad guy. You have people who work for different gods, and maybe they made the wrong choice in the god that they choose to work for. So work for the Most High God. Don't work for Jesus Christ. Work for the Most High God. Jesus Christ is a Son of God. Is the Son of God. Jesus Christ is a Son of God. Work for the Most High God and be a part of the organization, the establishment of God, and you will never have anything to worry about. But it's a major thing in life that God, the word is God, God in the spiritual way of things, the more esoteric ways of things like karma, spiritual principles, karma, you know, those are the real governing principles of life and decision making. My life is ruled by karma. And karma is not so black and white. It's actually something that can be understood very deeply. You think like, oh, do unto others as you would want others to do unto you. Yeah, well, I don't believe in that. I don't really believe in that. Now, I'm a great person. Okay. I'm a great person, but I could get real shitty if it comes down to it. And at some point is like, I don't really care what I have to do or who I have to pile drive through to get to you. I'm gonna hurt you at a certain point in fucking with me and stuff. The system and the establishment has been taking your guys' money when you die for generations. Ever since hospitals were invented, they said like, oh, like it's like a fucking conspiracy, but it's true. At least I think it's true. You try to find the divine spark in everything, and you realize that you and we're all kind of no one is cut from a different cloth. We're all sort of cut from the same cloth. You may have woven yourself into something different in the history of your soul. You may have woven yourself into something different, but what I always say that what one man can do, another man can do. There's nothing I have done in my life that someone else could not theoretically accomplish. With about, maybe 15 years of hard work. But by the time you're like 30, you've already made the majority of choices that are going to affect the rest of your life. You're not going to wake up today and just choose to be great, and then you get to become great. It's a long-standing thing where people see me, People see my background and my history, but they don't know the reasons for why I've done certain things throughout my life. I was a flunky in high school because my whole plan the whole time was to own my own business. Okay? That was my plan all along. So I wanted to leave no way out. There's like no way out. You know, so yeah, I mean, maybe it's better if we all just agree to disagree or learn to digress when it comes to me and the things that I've accomplished in my life. Doesn't affect me anyway. It just kind of pisses me off when people think that, oh, he's achieved all this success and he's been a bum all of his life. People think shit like that. And it's like, fuck you. It's like, that's exactly the type of shit that gets me off, is people that think I've just been a bum all my life. I've always been about my money. That's what the bottom line is. That's what it's always been about. Is like, I have two things in this world, is my balls and my money. And if I get married, I'll have my honey too. And most annoying fucking thing ever is someone who thinks that Steve Jobs is the only motherfucker in the world that started a business in his grandmother's garage or wherever the fuck. That's where I started my first business as well, is in my grandmother's basement. Most annoying shit ever is someone who becomes successful and the people around them, they must insist that there's no backstory. There's plenty of backstory to me. There's a backstory to everything that I've accomplished in my life. And I haven't gotten this far in my fucking life just to be fucking looked at like I'm some kind of fucking freak or something. Kiss my ass and suck my balls, you worthless cunt. And I'm still gonna continue to become somebody in my life, but if you said some shit like that, you'd probably be broke forever. It's one thing about karma, is I say that jokingly, but yeah, when you have so much shit in life, the first thing I think of when someone tries to pick on me from my past and shit, when someone tries to pick on me for my past and shit, you know, it's like, what is there to pick on? There's nothing to really pick on. Yeah, I had a hard time. I had a hard time, don't we all? If you chose the easy road in life, and if you think that you could pick on me for my past, I'm gonna shit on you everywhere it hurts now and for forever. That's why I'm trying to get people to fucking get some balls between their fucking legs. Maybe build your own business. Maybe do, you know, something fucking other than sitting around like waiting on me, the hero, to save the day. Mike's gonna come around and say something funny now. But there ain't nothing funny. Struggle, it could be fucking really bad. You know, if you chose the easy road in life, that is your fucking destiny as of right now. And for fucking forever. That's just your life now. You know, so get some balls to do something other than sitting around waiting for me to make a fucking video. Get some balls and stop sitting around waiting for David Goggins to make a fucking motivational speech. I don't need motivation to achieve things in my life. It just is kind of, I resonate with it. It resonates with me on profound levels. I do think motivation is a little whack. You know, I do think motivation is a little whack. Like, someone else's reasons for doing things might not be the same as your motivations for doing things. I will tell you, if you're offended by this video, me calling you a fucking loser because you made the wrong choices in your life and you want to be better than me, oh, I'm going to rise above it. I'm going to be better than Mike. That's not fucking hard to do because money is not a factor really in success. You know, I have a daughter that I haven't seen in 10 years. Who the fuck knows what's going on over there? I might have to fucking raise some hell if I find out that my daughter's been spanked or something. It's like being better than me. It's not that fucking hard to do. If you take out the factor of money and actually living a really good life, you know, a lot of my external circumstances still suck to this day because that's what I chose in my life. But I'm not gonna fucking kill myself over the things that have happened to me and still happen to me. Is like, sick of fucking people in general. I'm sick of people in general. I really just hope with all of my best fucking wishes for humanity that if I find out some shit is going down with my daughter, people are going to start dying. And I mean that. And it's not going to be like a nice death. It's going to be like one of those deaths that you see in like scary movies and shit. You're not going to like it too much. So it's like that's the shit that I fucking go through. Being the father of a little girl, a single father, and I had a kid with a bitch that from Facebook, basically. And I don't even know who to give my loyalty to anymore. Can't give it to God because I'm like contending with God with everything that I do. Jesus Christ, maybe. I don't believe in being that good of a fucking person. I don't know what the fuck to do. All I know is that there's a social aspect to life. And well, I just got a Kraken tentacle. Give me that. So, money's not the fucking answer, but not having money's also the fucking worst. So, You gotta get money, but it's not the fucking be all end all of fucking life. But also, it's probably the most fucking important thing to a young guy. So, if you deny that money's not the most important thing at like the age of 20, then what the fuck did you go to college for? What the fuck did you go through the whole education system for? I was going to school to get money after school. It's what it's always been about. Getting money. And people get it the fuck twisted or something. So don't get it the fuck twisted. Life is all about money in a big way. But there's things more important like maybe your kids, your husband or wife, and that's pretty much it. Money's like number 3 to those two things. If you have like close family members, which I have a couple, but they're not more important to me than money because they treat me like shit sometimes, and you know that shit is fucking bullshit. I'm very satisfied with my life. I digress. I'm very satisfied with my life. And starts with the almighty dollar. I'm out of here.